Hi lovelies, my name is Jessica and welcome to Makeup Misfit, and I'm so excited to bring this project back to this channel. I am going to do a deck of panning once again, and I'm crossing my fingers that I'm not going to drift off from this project like I did last year. I think maybe in 23 I took a little bit of a break from it too, but then I came back to it, and last year for some reason I just fell off my channel for a little while, and unfortunately this project was just one that I never ended up getting back to. But I am so excited to try and start this all over again and really hope that I can continue to keep it up all year long. So cross your fingers with me, because I would love to be able to see what I can get through this year. Now, as always, Emily from Emily and Max is the one who has created this. It was inspired from Books with Maddie, and everything is down in the description box. I will link Emily. She just did her intro a few days ago for this year's. However, her how-to is one of the first few years that this project has been going around. So everything is just going to be down there. Go check it out. Go check out her channel, and everybody else who's doing this project. There's always a ton of people every year, and I really love watching everybody's to see what happens and what prompts everybody ends up getting. So if you are unfamiliar with this project, you take a deck of cards and you're pulling 5 different cards. Now, you do keep one of the 2 jokers in, so I'm just going to take this one out right now. You can see the other one is there. And I'm going to shuffle as I chat with you guys if I don't throw all of the cards all over the place. Okay, so basically, Emily shuffles the game board every year. The face cards stay the same year round. However, they are separated between red and black. So if you pull a king of hearts, it's different than a king of spades, but the king of diamonds and hearts would be the same prompt. The numbered cards, those get shuffled every month. So you could have a 2 of diamonds and have it be one prompt, and then pull, say, a 10 of spades the next month and have it be that exact same prompt. It just depends on the randomization of the game board, which I think is so much fun. I'm dropping everything. Okay, so to start off, you pull the 5 cards and then you go to the game board. You figure out what those are, and some of them are a little more self-explanatory than others, but I haven't even looked at the game board yet. I did go and already take a screenshot, so I will put that up probably now so you guys can see that. I'm going to finish shuffling ever so quickly here, and then we are going to pull the first 5 cards, and of course with the joker being in there, that's something that you don't want to pan. It's like the "are you joking me?" something that's maybe a little bit more challenging for you, or something that you normally would like to use but not necessarily hit pan on or finish up, or something along those lines, depending on what your goal is for that. So I think we are good with the shuffling, and let's just get right into this and pull the first 5 cards off the top of this deck in about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So the 2 of spades, the 2 of hearts, the 8 of hearts, the ace of spades, and then the last card is the 8 of clubs. Okay, so shuffled, but not very, very shuffled, but that's okay. So I have everything pulled off to the side here. So let's start with the very first card, which was the 2 of spades. So that is going to be to hit a pan. So I have to find something in my collection that I want to hit pan on. So that is perfectly fine with me, because that's kind of what I want this year to be, is just like hit what I can, get as much usage on products as I can, finish things off. So I'm really excited about that one. Next, I had the 2 of hearts, which is a pencil. So I'm gonna have to take a look at my collection and see. I don't really have lip pencils. I have one eye pencil. That may be what gets pulled into here, and you guys would have seen that in a project last year. 8 of hearts is my favorite brand, so I can choose anything. Now I'll have to go through and see what I have and who my favorite brand really is, because I find it just kind of depends on like the product. I don't think I have like a specific favorite brand, but I'm excited to go through my collection and see what I can pull for that. Then I have the ace of spades So the ace is one of the face cards. So I have the prompt baby goal, which is kind of nice because that's something that I can just throw in for, say, just the month, a very small goal that I know that I'll be able to hit within this month and then roll it out next month at the next update. And then last but not least, the Eight of Clubs, which is in for the long haul, which is actually, I'm not mad about it because before I sat down to film, I was saying how there's a good chance that I'm going to throw products into this project that are going to be long-term goals. So this is the perfect chance to be able to find something to start that off with, because I find a lot of the products that I pull into projects that I'm working on, I want to try and hit the goals as fast as possible, which does keep you motivated. But at the same time, there's a couple of things that I have in mind that I would like to completely finish off, but I know it's going to take a long time. And I'm okay pulling those into projects too, because otherwise I'm probably not going to get very much use on it. I would, but not like hit my goal on it. So I'm going to go find something that I want to pull in here for the long haul. So let me go find all of my products and I'll be right back. Okay, so I am back and I'm kind of surprised with a couple of the items that I pulled. I also kind of switched a couple of them around. I was going to use them for one prompt. I'm using them for something else. So let's get into it. So I don't remember which order I actually pulled products, but we are just going to, I have everything laid out in front of me with the cards. So we're just going to start with that. So the very first one we're going to chat about, this was the Ace of Spades, which is a baby goal. And actually, they're both spades. Well, that's funny. And then the Two of Spades, which was to hit a pan. I have two different products in here, so one for each of these cards. Now, both of these are two single eyeshadows, and my goal is baby pan on this one and to hit pan on this one. Now, my goal is technically to hit pan on both of them. However, I have such a good dip going in here that it's not going to take me long, like maybe max 3 uses, I want to say, before I actually hit pan on this one. This one's going to take me a little bit longer, but I'm thinking that if I threw this in for baby pan, I could hit that pan a lot quicker. And then I would just take a couple extra uses and hit pan on this one. And then I can have 2 more singles in my collection, which are going to have pan on it. And I'm so excited about it because, as you may know, that my singles have been quite neglected. So I am going to pull these 2 in for both of those prompts. And I'm so excited to see what they're going to look like next month, because if I focus in on them, I should be able to have pan on both of them by the update. Now, for the Two of Hearts, I had pencil, and this is the only pencil that I have in my collection. I do have, like, my eyeliner is one of those, like, liquid liners, so it technically looks like a pencil, you know what I mean? But this is the only actual pencil that I have in my collection. I pulled this in for one of my projects for something like unique to your collection. I think it was for Beauty Chest last year at some point towards the middle of the year. And it's unique to my collection. Oh, I really need to sharpen it though. Because it's the only one that I have. I used to love using this eyeliner from Urban Decay. This is in the shade Rockstar. And I hadn't touched it until I pulled it into Beauty Chest last year. And then I haven't touched it since I reached my goal. So I do get to have some more use on this product, which I am kind of excited about. However, I don't know what I want my goal to be. I know I need to sharpen this. So I think I might throw a usage goal on here, because it's probably going to be kind of rare for me to actually reach for this. And when I do, it's probably just going to be on like the outer corner of my lower lash line, just to give it a little something. So it's not going to get a lot of progress while I'm using it at like each time. So it's not like I'm going to line my whole eyelid with it. It's just going to be a very small portion of it. So a small amount of use as I'm using it each time. So to try and get it down to like the 2 is going to be in here for the whole year. Now, I know I just said that I'm okay with keeping products in for the long haul, but because this is something that I don't ever reach for, and throwing it just in that, you know, one section of my lower lash line, I don't think I want to do that all year round. So I'm going to just throw 10 uses on this. Hopefully if this is in here for a couple months, it's fine. I'm not going to make myself focus on it this month and get it out by the next update. But 10 uses, we're going to see how long that takes. And hopefully it's not going to be in here for a very long time, but we'll have to see. Then the last two that I'm going to chat about, this is where I kind of surprised myself a little bit. Now, I had the product I'm going to show you guys was in for the other prompt, which I'm going to show you last. So for favorite brand, I'm going to pull in my Holo Taco nail polish. It's my favorite nail polish brand, like hands down, as always. So this was not my first thought for this prompt, because I had chosen this for a different prompt, which I'm going to chat about in a second first. And then when I found something else that I could put in for the other prompt, which is in for the long haul, I decided I would roll this in as my favorite brand because of course it's one of my favorite brands. So I originally chose this one to be in here for the long haul because I do want to get a backup of this one. So my goal initially was going to be to completely finish this. However, because that's not what this is in for anymore, my goal is not going to be to completely finish this. I just want to see how many times I can use it over the next few months. I'm not going to roll this out next month. If I don't use it at all this time around, that's fine. But I want to keep it in for like maybe 2 or 3 months and just see where I'm at. And hopefully get at least, maybe my goal would be like average 1 use a month. So if I can get like 3 to maybe 5 uses out of this over the next few months or so, I will be happy and then roll it out at that point. But we'll just see how that one goes. So in place of that for the long haul, I decided to roll in my Too Faced Papa Don't Peach blush, which I used to have in a few products a couple years ago now. I want to say it was probably back in like 22 for sure. That was just such a good year for me. And this is pretty much where it ended. And my goal is going to be to completely finish this off. As I was trying to find something for my favorite brand, I came across this blush and I was like, you know what? I've absolutely loved the blush. Too Faced is not my favorite brand by any means, but I loved this blush and my goal has been to finish this for a long time now, and I just haven't pulled it into projects to do so, but I think I'm getting ready to do that. So I might not reach for this very often off the bat. It might take me a little bit to actually get into completely finishing, like getting to using it and then completely finishing this off, so that if this is in here for the rest of the year, I don't know if it will be, but if it is, then I'm fine with that. Right now anyways, but we're gonna see how long this takes. So I'm kind of excited to roll this in right at the intro to see how long it is going to take to completely finish off from this point. So I am actually going to take a photo of this one. I don't think I need to take photos of anything else, maybe the 2 eyeshadows in here, but that's pretty much it. Everything else is not really going to make a difference if there's a photo or not, because it's just kind of like a usage goal. But I want to see. And then if I don't really use it too much in January and February before the next update, then I will have a more of a starting point, probably February, March-ish, and just see where it goes from there. So this is going to be very bittersweet, but at the same time, I haven't used it in quite a long time, so I am ready to kind of get back into this, and I think it's going to be lovely for like spring and summer. So if I can get as much use on this one as possible over that time, I'm going to be very happy, and I'm hoping that I can have this out by the end of summer. So that is my ultimate goal, but of course if it goes over that, I'm fine with it because I do enjoy this. I'm not going to have any issues keeping it around. Unless for some reason I grow really, really tired of it, but I kind of doubt it. So I'm excited about this one. I hope you guys are excited to watch the progress on this, because that has been a favorite blush of mine for quite a while, but I think it's time to let it go. So those are the 5 products that I'm going to be starting off this project with. So again, we're just going to go over them very quickly with you guys. I have these 2 single eyeshadows. I think it was Touch of Glam is the brand. So this one I'm gonna hit pan on, but this is my baby goal, and this is my hit pan goal prompt, I guess. My pencil is the Urban Decay pencil in Rockstar. My favorite brand is a Holo Taco. And then, of course, last but not least, in for the long haul, I'm going to completely finish off my Papa Don't Peach blush. So I'm really excited about this. I hope that you guys are as well and you want to stick around and watch my progress and cheer me on because I'm gonna need some motivation to continue to keep this project going this year. I really do hope that I can actually keep this up, and I think that throwing this in here is kind of gonna be a good motivator to actually do that. I know there's been a couple projects where I was still working on the products. I just wasn't updating. So I'm really hoping that I can just keep the updates going for this one. But I don't see why I can't this year. So this is a good motivator to keep me going, and I'm so excited about it. So once again, go check out Emily from Emily and Max. Everybody is doing this project once again this year. So go check out everybody else. Everything is linked down below that you may need. And that is it for now. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you guys all later. Bye.